All right, ditch the to-do list, everybody, and get ready because today we are diving deep into a place that's just bursting with life, a roadside market, all thanks to a traveler's pretty vivid journal.
Ooh, I'm excited to see where this goes. Markets really have this uncanny ability to just capture what a community is all about, wouldn't you say?
Totally. And we're not just window shopping. We're going to unpack why these places are so appealing to everybody, what they tell us about being human, the whole thing. This travelogue describes a Sunday market. So jam-packed, it spills into the streets. And get this, they've got everything from antique cameras to like sizzling street food.
Sounds like a feast for the senses.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that study about how multisensory experiences, they stick with us. They're more deeply ingrained in our memories.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. The author describes just being bombarded by sounds the moment you step in. Imagine vendors calling out prices, the sizzle of frying snacks, carts rattling past with steaming cups of tea.
That's what makes these markets so captivating. It's not just a visual experience. It's an all-encompassing sensory journey. It pulls you in, creates a lasting impression. Throughout history, markets have thrived on this kind of immersive experience.
And hold on tight, because now we're weaving through stalls overflowing with stuff. Picture this tarnished brass utensils, whispering tales of bygone eras, right next to stacks of gleaming modern kitchenware. It's like stepping into a time capsule, but one that's still ticking.
That blend of old and new, it's fascinating. I think it reflects a shift towards mindful consumption, where giving objects a second life aligns with sustainability concerns. There's a whole movement around upcycling and vintage goods that connects to this idea.
It's like those secondhand toys the author mentions, reading about kids clamoring for action figures and dolls in this market. It instantly transported me back to childhood, digging through the toy bin at a garage sale, the thrill of finding that one special treasure.
Exactly. It's that sense of discovery and nostalgia that makes these objects so powerful. Toys especially. They seem to transcend generations. The pure joy a child experiences playing, whether with a brand new toy or a pre-loved one, it's a universal language.
The author also paints a vivid picture of the human interactions. The lively haggling, the constant chatter, the tourists wide-eyed with wonder. It's like a stage where human drama unfolds, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you have to wonder if this snapshot of humanity, if it truly represents the whole picture. While markets can be incredibly inclusive, they also reflect existing social structures. Are there certain groups excluded from participating? What power dynamics are at play? It's something to consider.
That's such a good point. And speaking of captivating moments, there's this anecdote about a vendor who proudly displays his vintage Polaroid camera collection, each camera with its own story to tell, like a portal to the past.
That's a great example of how objects can act as tangible links to history. They hold stories, connect us to previous owners, and even offer a glimpse into different ways of life. Think about the conversations that camera might have witnessed, the moments it captured. It's like holding a piece of someone else's life in your hands.
And now, let's talk about the food. The author describes spicy chat, sweet jalebi, refreshing sugarcane juice. Gang, it's like a symphony of flavors, just waiting to be devoured.
Ah, food, the ultimate unifier that brings people together, fosters a sense of sharing and connection. Market food stalls in particular offer a window into a culture's culinary soul, your tasting tradition. Family recipes passed down through generations. And that's something special.
It makes you realize that these markets are more than just places to buy and sell. It's about experiencing life in its rawest form, wouldn't you say?
Precisely. There's an undeniable appeal to that unfiltered, unscripted atmosphere. It's a reminder that real life, with all its imperfections, is often the most enriching and fascinating experience.
This market's raw authenticity is what really hooked me. The author's words, not mine, but they hit the nail on the head.
Absolutely. There's something so refreshing about a place that feels genuine and unpolished. In a world that's increasingly curated and digitized, that rawness is like a breath of fresh air.
It's like stepping into a living, breathing tapestry where the past and present intertwine. And while each market is unique, the author compares this one to others they've experienced in Morocco and Thailand. It seems this draw to markets is something universal, almost primal.
It is. While each market offers its own distinct flavor, they all tap into our fundamental human need for connection and exchange. It's fascinating how these ancient forms of commerce and social interaction still thrive in our modern world.
That's what makes these deep dives so intriguing, right? We're not just exploring a market, we're diving into the heart of what makes us human.
It really makes you wonder, what draws people to these physical spaces? In an age of online shopping and virtual experiences,
That's a great question. It seems counterintuitive, right, with the convenience of e-commerce. You'd think these bustling markets would be fading away.
But they're not. They're thriving. And I think it's because they offer something that a screen simply can't replicate. It's the tangible, the sensory, the unexpected encounters that make these markets so alluring.
It's that sense of community, the thrill of the hunt, the joy of stumbling upon a unique treasure that you wouldn't find anywhere else. And let's not forget the simple pleasure of human interaction.
Precisely. Haggling with a vendor, sharing a smile with a fellow shopper. These small moments contribute to a larger sense of belonging, a shared experience. That transcends the transactional nature of buying and selling.
It's like we're hardwired for this type of social engagement. Despite all our technological advancements, we still crave those face-to-face connections, those spontaneous interactions that remind us we're part of something bigger.
Absolutely. And these markets provide the perfect environment for those connections to flourish. They become spaces where stories are shared, where communities are strengthened, and where a sense of shared history is preserved.
The author really emphasizes that this market is more than just a shopping destination. It's a window into the culture, the history, the everyday lives of the people who make up this community.
Exactly. It's a living, breathing tapestry woven from the threads of individual lives and shared experiences. You see families strolling through, seasoned bargain hunters who know all the best deals, tourists soaking up the atmosphere. It's a vibrant microcosm of humanity.
And isn't that what's so captivating about markets in general? They strip away the artifice, the curated experiences we often encounter in modern life.
They offer a glimpse into something real, something raw, something unpredictable. And within that unpredictability lies a sense of adventure. Wouldn't you agree?
You never know what you're going to find, whether it's unearthing a vintage treasure or simply witnessing a unique interaction. These markets offer a constant stream of surprises.
And sometimes, those surprises come in the form of human connection. You might strike up a conversation with a vendor, learn about their craft, their family history, their dreams. Or you might witness a simple act of kindness between strangers.
Those little moments remind us that beneath the surface of our busy lives, there's a shared human experience that connects us all.
And those connections are often forged in the most unexpected places, like a bustling Sunday market.